Welcome to ANZ Combined Racing League's round 4 of the 2009 Brazilian StockCar series here on AMS2. We're at Campo Grande. The two races, we've got the first race being a sprint race for a 20-minute time race, and then followed by our 40-minute race afterwards. Let's get to the track. And you can see just before we start now, we've got Timmy82 on pole with Gun 180 on second, Dado Racer third, Zaki in fourth, Zach 18 in fifth, Cuckoo in sixth, G-Dude in seventh, Kiz in eighth, Highlander in ninth, and Scar rounding out the 10. And just before we get started, let's just pick up the race results. The standings. Standings before this round, and you can see that Gunner's leading the championship by a little margin from Timmy82, Cuckoo in third, Highlander there in fourth position, chasing down Cuckoo. You can see the green positions there, obviously when they had a reserve driver fill in for them. And scoring positions towards their championships, and obviously the red when they didn't finish, and the darker red where they didn't make the round and didn't start. So DNFs always gave them half points on base where they finished. So yeah, that's where we stand here before race 6 and 7. So let's just go back to our race, and we'll get started. So they're off on their rolling start, and Timmy has got that jump, started on the inside, switched over to the outside to grab that driving line. With Gunner in the number 8, just putting a little bit of a pressure, just showing his nose, but he's challenging there with Dado. Dado on the outside, long way around. These cars obviously have the boost button as well, where they can press it and engage it, which usually lasts down the straight, and then it takes about a lap and a half or so for it to regenerate before they can start it again. And Timmy's done a great job out front. It looks like down the pack here, G-Dude, the number 90 car, has cleared himself from Highlander and Kiz, the two Shell Helix cars. Held that 7th position. Here he's having a good look. Ball bottling neck up into the tight hairpin. And I think someone just ducked into the pits. I think it was Cuckoo. So Cuckoo's come in early into the pit lane. Don't know if that was for any damage, but Zaki is under pressure. Oh, big moment, rear brake lock up from Zach 18. So the brothers get a little bit rough and tumble out here at Campo Grande early on. Lap 2. Cuckoo pitted the first lap, so that's his mandatory stop out of the way. They must take their mandatory stop. A nice shot as they all filter through as we pick up Timmy. Coming onto the back straight, long straight here. Wonder if he's going to hit his boost button. It looks like Gunner may have engaged. He's looking for a look around the outside, Gunner. And look at the difference with that boost button. Gunner has been able to just absolutely go around the outside of Timmy. So it's important that the guys use those boost buttons. But here's Timmy straight back at him. Almost got him down on the inside of that hairpin. But obviously Gunner knows his track layout as well, and he knows that if he just sticks it to the outside, he's got these final couple of right-handers before they get back on the start-finish lane. As Timmy is into the pits to serve his stop. So they're going in early. They're following the rules from what Gunner's done before, but Gunner's now changing it up a little bit and staying out longer than the others. So Highlander's in. up to 5th position, leading the Shell Helix cars. So you got the Shell Helix, which obviously got V-Power, and KISS is the V-Power car. The Scar's just exiting pit lane now to come resuming back on lap 3. So he's got his done and dusted, and G-Dude slowly away. Wonder if he had some damage repair to do, because he's the last one out. Don't these cars look great on track? I absolutely love these 2009 Brazilian stock cars. Let's pick up Gutter high up on the helicopter cam as he's coming down. You can just see how it loops around the last part, the final sector here at Campo Grande. We'll bring up a track map. Might as well bring the track map up actually now when we have a quick little look. And as you can see, after the starting straight, they've got us straight into a hairpin. And then a couple of left-handers leading on to then the big back long straight with a big turn after the straight, big left-hand turn that absolutely punishes the the right-hand tyres. And then where the track loops it back itself onto the starting straight. So back into the action again. And we've got Scar just leading here in position 8 from Cuckoo. Scar's teammates with Dado Racer in the full-time sports, number 33, Texaco. Driven in the real series obviously by Nelson PK, it looks like. Or an NPK. These are the official liveries from the 2019 series on Automobilista 2. And a nice challenge. Can Cuckoo get down the inside? No, thought better of it. But here's the big long back straight that we're on now. And it looks like Cuckoo's having a little look down the inside with that boost. Can he make it stick? Oh no, it's good driving by Scar, but it's a long way around this long left-hander. Don't really like that camera, don't know what it's there for, but here we go. Cuckoo's in front. And that's a nice move. He set that up from the back straight. So nice one by Cuckoo. And they're currently 3rd in the championship with a whole bunch of 3rds. So languishing in 8th as the others that just have to pit. So Zaki 3 is basically just coming back out of the pits after doing his pit stop. And Gunner's still staying out. It hasn't pitted yet. Neither is Dado Racer. Dado in second, and yes, Spudsy, it is good. Dado Racer absolutely started to gel with these cars late in the season and doing a great job in the 1111 full-time sports car. Driven with by Rubens Barrichello back in the day as well in these Brazilian stock cars. So Dado's bringing on the task to take control of Ruben's number 1111 car. Doing a good job. And seeing him moving around a little bit. So we're up to lap 6 of this race. The 20-minute race. And we're thinking that it's going to be around about 14 laps around here. They have got the 1 extra lap after the 20 minutes ends. But this is Campo Grande, the circuit Spudsy. it's a replay from our races on a Sunday night from a while back. Actually, I'm a little bit behind. The series has actually finished now, so today and tomorrow is my plan, as it looks like Gunner's planning to maybe come into the pits. No, he's not. Oh, Hudsy, well done, mate. Yeah, I'm trying to challenge you back here at OOR at Imola in the wet race. Well, he kept making a little bit of mistakes. We were just hanging on a lap behind your race. But anyway, back here again. Cuckoo is still holding off Scar. These two came out of the pits with Scar in front. And Cuckoo's just running a little bit deep at the hairpin. And that's the part where he actually made the move on Scar, 666. So we'll just see what Scar can do. Oh, he just doesn't look like he got the power down. But he may have had a boost button. We'll soon see if he starts closing this gap. But doesn't look like he is. So either they've both had the boost button engaged. It's one thing we'd love to see in the race replay, and also when we do the live broadcast for these races, a little bit more telemetry so we know when these drivers are engaging the features, the driver features in these cars. We'd love to also, running very, very wide is Cuckoo, but he was lucky that he still had that concrete on the asphalt on the outside. He kept his foot into it. Doing a great job there out in front of Scar. The Gunner's now into the pit, so Dado takes the lead of the race on lap 8, while Gunner's filtering on into the pit. So here he's already stopped, and he's now coming out. So it looks like Timmy, who was the leader of this race when he came in early, we'll see. It looks like he will get out in front as here he comes. He's just about to pass Gunner there. So there you go. Timmy now effective the race leader. But it's battle on again as we're reaching the halfway point of this race. Pretty much halfway now. If we add in that extra one lap, maybe we have to go that little bit longer. But what a job Timmy's done. He's actually extended that gap from when he went into the pits. Gunner was a little bit closer, but it's not too much. And Timmy's going to have to keep at it. And Zach 18 has caught onto the back of Dado. So these guys are slowly had been catching. Dado's into the pits. He's peeled off, following Gunner. That'll bring Zach 18 into the lead, only for a short period of time. And we've seen how the strategy, even though it's just a quick pit stop for 2 front tyres, the strategies even in a 20-minute race has thrown the field all around the place after the stops have been made. So some would stay out. Sometimes get a benefit on the field, and otherwise the early stop. We did see an early stop by, I think it was Kiz that came in early, so no, it wasn't Kiz, it was Cuckoo actually that came in early, so he's it's not really worked out for him as he's behind Scar. So Scar's been able to overtake him again, so nice job by Scar. We missed that overtake. They've been swapping positions all race. Scar's having a good outing out at the moment. He had a rough trot early on into the series with a couple of tents, especially when the grid was a little bit bigger. But yeah, he's definitely going well now. 4th, the last race. The final race at Guyana, he came 4th, so obviously he's in a bit of form at the moment, currently in 7th. As Zach 18 comes into the pits as well to serve his stop. And off he goes. Be good if they had the pit crew graphics there. As Zach 18 is coming out, Dado will obviously clear him and probably take away a little bit more margin from him actually. Zach 18, as we did see, was catching a little bit closer. So good move by Dado. He's outlapping, and an outlap has been really good. And effectively in that third position at the moment. So nice job by Dado. And Zach 18's come out with a couple of laps fresher tyres. I don't think that's going to really affect pace as far as the tyres are concerned. But I think it's warranted that we'll get on board for a lap around the circuit here with Cuckoo very shortly, as these cars aren't too far away actually from Dado Racing. He's about 10 seconds behind from Dado, as Highlander's in the pit lane serving his stop. It was mandatory 4 tyre changes, so they will be changing the front 2 tyres. There was no mandatory fuel requirement, so most of the guys would have run full tanks, as the fuel would be done at a after the tyres. So they weren't, the fuel wasn't done during the same time as the tyres as like some cars. So here we are, a lap around Campo Grande. So enjoy here with on board Cuckoo. So into turn 1, as we can see, a big moment from Scar, and he's looped it right in front of us. So Cuckoo up into 7th position. So turn 1, that hairpin. Now turn 2, 90-degree sweeping corner, followed by another sweeping corner, a little bit more than 90. Just keeps going for that little bit longer for turn 3. And then it's power on all the way here. Don't miss, don't get too hard on the, don't go too late, I should say, on the brakes. You want to make sure you get a good exit here onto the big long back straight. Here of turn 4. As you can see, it's a long drag. There's the pit complex there, or the grandstand of the pit area. Looking into the pit. So here we are, big braking area, but it's a big sweeping corner, a bit like Eastern Creek's turn 1. But it goes, it does a full 180. And then here you go, you just don't want to miss this one too. This is the hairpin. It's a bit weird. It sort of can really throw the cars around, especially with these change of directions. A 90-degree corner. And then this one here, you can get onto the gas a little bit, but you've got to treat these curves with a bit of respect. And back onto the start-finish straight. So there's a lap around Campo Grande on board of Cuckoo's 110 Cavaliero sports car. So Zaki 3 now has had the opportunity to get closer to Scar after his mistake. He's still yet to stop the last cars, so he's going very long. Qualified in 8th, Kiz did, so obviously he's trying to see if he can, as he's coming into pit lane now, so into the box he comes. So 50 Ks at that point, and then filter on down into the lane. And he stops up. They will be changing. It'll only be about a 7-second stop. And that's all it'll be. As long as he's got no damage, and off he goes. Smokes them up. But here comes Dado Racer and Highlander. So they're going to jump, Kiz. It'll be close with Zach 18 actually. We'll keep an eye on Zach 18. So here he comes. And we can just see Kiz coming out there now in 6th position. So the big battle at the moment is between Dado Racer and Highlander. And Highlander's he's obviously fighting for third position as well in the championship. So it's a big run by him. He's trying to see if he can get a bigger gap on Cuckoo, as he was a few points behind, as we saw earlier, from Cuckoo in third. So Cuckoo in seventh. He'll be happy to see those on his leaderboards, and hoping he stays down there, so he can try and bridge this gap in the championship. And the point system as well, as you can see here quickly, as we have a little break while we're looking at that action, you can see there that the sprint race is only a little bit less for first, second, third and fourth. And then in the fifth, from sixth position down, all the points are the same. So the feature race will be the second race, the longer race. So you can see here that he'll still get a little bit of a margin on Cuckoo at this stage. So we'll go back to the action. But not much long left in this race, just under 3 minutes remaining of our stream. So I would be saying that they're basically going to be on their second last lap or so. As Timmy is on lap 14 at the moment. And starting lap 15 actually. So this may be his last lap, or one more to go after this. I think this will be his last lap actually. So can Highlander grab this third position from Dado? We're thinking this is the last lap. The lead is coming up onto the up on the big end of the sweeping corner, up at the end of this straight. So there are the back straight behind. So here comes Timmy around the final few corners to take victory here in race 1 at Campo Grande. Around 4. So well done to Timmy. Nice job. Congratulations. And then Gunner comes in second position. Nice result from him. Dado coming through for third position, with Highlander just following him. Highlander actually had a very good race. He's qualified in 9th, up into 4th, so that's a great result from him. Zach 18 in 5th. Very good result for him. Actually, I think there's a penalty overhanging Zach 18 too at this stage. So I think that we may see at the end here that Zach 18 may drop all the way down to the back, because he's, for some reason there, I think he's got a 50-second time penalty. As G-Dude's the last car to come on through. And there you go, finishing the race. So we'll just get the race results. And there you can see that, yeah, Zach 18 got a 50-second penalty. And he dropped all the way from 5th down to 10th. there wasn't much in the field, so everyone finished on the same lap, 15 laps actually. It's got there 14 laps, but it was 15 laps. So Timmy taking out the win from Gunner, so he's closing his the gap to the championship. And Dado in third, good result from him. Highlander in fourth, but he'd be a bit annoyed that the big penalty from Zach 18, because that's moved Cuckoo up into sixth position, so he wouldn't have got that many extra points, only 2 extra points, the difference there. So anyway, still good result from Highlander. Kiss in fifth, Cuckoo, as we said, in the sixth. Scar, 666. They had a great battle, him and Cuckoo. And then Zaki 3 got the better of G-Dude in the end as well. So there you go. So that's the end of race 1. We'll be back sometime soon for race 2 replay, probably in an hour's time or so. So hope you enjoyed that replay of the round 4 race 1 at Campo Grande that we ran back on a Sunday on the 12th of March. So yeah, a little bit behind. Obviously the series is finished, so we're bringing these replays of the final run of this amazing championship. I've been your host, Neil Haynes, for ANZ Combined Racing League, and we'll be back very shortly. Thank you.